Welcome to another special edition, second part of a Trinity tripartite series, Coffee with Dragon, special millennial, sex, finance, and politics edition, in whatever order: politics, finance, sex, and a specific one of a topic concerning about an incident, an event that happened in the past weeks. Yours truly, Adrian h.dragan rebirthing as Hana h.a.h. Yours truly, universal spiritual teacher, world LGBTQ citizen, international, multidisciplinary artist, including hobby rapper. Yeah, you know I'm about to drink that coffee, man. You can blackmail me, fuck you with the middle finger in the air. Yeah, done been to the university or the streets. Yeah, done been. They been calling on me the police. Long hair tatted up like I don't give a fuck. Like they think I'm Satanist. But you know I smoke a stiff. But you know I hit them bitches. It's licking licorice. Yeah, you see? Been rapping since 1996. World's greatest living poet, for those who don't know. Now grab yourself a cup of coffee, sit down, meditate with yours truly. The world peace, cup of coffee dedicated to world peace and reviving the free love movement. Blah, I'm drinking it black now, but have a little bit of honey to sweeten things up. And wake up. Let the light in, motherfucker. Not necessarily, you can say in the dark. In the dark. Cup of coffee in the dark. Or not. So the incident at hand in question is, of course, my other video, first video was posted yesterday, the first part of this Trinity tripart 3-session special millennial sex, politics, and finance with yours truly. So received an email from somebody. The name was, with different spelling, was anonymous hacker, right? Claiming that he had a video of yours truly. Imagine what the video would look like. Imagine what the video would look like of yours truly masturbating. And you do call masturbation self-pleasuring because most that's what it is. Of yours truly masturbating. Here it is, the story. So received 2 emails already. Gotta check again today if there's not a third one. Claiming, this is the claim, alright? So big page written, well written English, have to say, you know, myself a student lover, passionate about the English language. English, spell it with an H. Adrian's gonna act Trumps, you know, we do the dump, do the hawk, man. If it's not about love, I don't wanna hear that. Love the dove, but I'm a hawk. Love the dogs, but I'm a hawk. Take it easy. Get a deep breath. Been going through, you know, I'm somebody who suffered so much, who struggled so much as a child, as an adolescent, as a young adult, with pain, suffering, with, you know, whatever, trauma, sexual frustrations, all that BS, a lot. Poverty, you know, a lot, financially, a lot. So, as somebody who loves to self-educate, to read a lot, and have self-educated a lot, read a lot, I have also a side that's more rude, more rude, or more tough, if you will, tough. Some say. Myself, I'm very gentle, very soft, very loving, very caring. But anyways, so back to before Draganism, which is a transgression. So the claim was that was gonna have, this was the claim of the email. It went into the junk box. So it claimed that during one of my sessions of watching porn online, have downloaded a video which had a software, a sort of a virus that could hack into the webcam, one of the webcams, whatever webcam, the webcam. And do know, of course, I'm still learning. I'm still a beginner, amateur, learning computer science and technology. Been an an enthusiast of satellites since a very young age. Would wish to sit down with Elon Musk, have a cup of coffee and a discussion, a conversation, maybe with somebody else, moderated. A tennis player now that's defeated sensation. What's her name? Bianca Andreescu. Me, Elon Musk, and her clap a little bit. Anyways, but know that it's possible. So in theory, all communications, whether sound, audio, or audio visual, and both in sound, receiver and transmitter, is two-way, or communication can be intercepted by a third party, right? In theory. Now, in practice, of course, know-how and saving technology and communications are special abilities and power that myself do not possess. I'm a struggling artist, activist, and independent athlete, struggling financially. I'm actually in debt right now. Just finished a contract and was waiting for some work, didn't get calls, so I'm struggling financially, But I've lost 65 pounds, more than 65 pounds in the last 3 years, or transitioning into an active lifestyle. So that's been a positive in my life. But anyway, so I'm reading the email, and it's claiming that have been hacked, and that I've downloaded this video, and that's when the alarm went on. Because I said I did watch a lot of porn. Well, a lot for some. Maybe my lot is not your lot. Maybe you said that's not a lot. Whatever the case may be. So, but did watch porn, regardless to say, in the past month. I'm now on a porn diet. Have to say a diet, not a complete cut off. But I've been on a porn diet since Friday. So it's been more than 3.5 days. Anyways, regardless of my porn dieting and porn viewership habits, he said, wait a minute, I never downloaded a video. I've watched streaming on the site, but have not downloaded. Have not downloaded pornography in more than 3 years. Like actually downloading the video to have in my computer. Have not done that. I said, maybe, well, okay, there's a benefit of that. Maybe download it while watching also. That's and it was misspelled there, or download, whatever. I have not downloaded it. And then continue reading, very elaborate, like, well written English, I have to say, some mistakes here and there, but anyways, I'm not a teacher of English, professor officially, of course, independently, yeah, but so then I keep reading, and then another alarm rang when it stated that I know that you're in a financial position to pay me, I don't know, what, $10,000 in Bitcoin and stuff like that. I personally don't believe, I'm very skeptic, very cautious of Bitcoin. To believe that it's not a financial mechanism really, and it's more speculative, and it's more hype and speculation than an actual tangible asset, which is not, of course. And I'm dubious about it. So if that was a bit like in Bitcoin, yeah, okay, although I'm an advocate of the national currency per se, it's not really, we're not really there yet. And this was another trigger, of course, because I'm actually struggling financially, in a financial crisis. fighting every day. And so this was another alarm. Said, all right, well, keep reading. I ignore it, you know. And a few days later, get a second email from the same. The name was Anonymous Hacker, but Anonymous was spelled with a Y or some different spelling in Anonymous, right? I said, okay. I read again, same thing, threatening me to release the supposed video of yours truly, Adrian h.a.dragan masturbation video. Said that I was masturbating and I was a nasty boy. Really, like things like that. So I was actually imagining, well, it's possible, you know, who knows when I was watching and who knows maybe. But then threatening me, you fucking lowlife, you fucking scum. You can't blackmail me with my sexuality because I'm fucking about free love, bro. I'm gonna write this free love. I believe in free love movement and in it. I'm gonna write it. FREELOVE. See? Free love, and I'm gonna write biatch. Biatch. Free love, bitch. Biatch. Anyways. Motherfucker. Hope it was a joke, anyways. But it's serious because it's serious and it's a serious situation because myself being LGBTQ, bisexual, pansexual, is struggling for millennials who get that, and for none. Speaking as a millennial born in 1984, but even for other people who would get this, right? Who would be so ashamed, so embarrassed, and have actually paid a ransom, you know, and the psychological trauma, the stress from this. You fucking low life motherfucker can blackmail me with sexuality. My sexuality. Believe in free love, bro. My brothers and sisters. I have friends. I have allies, brothers and sisters, or somebody who know me or whatever. Like I said in the past video, possibly if you're my friend, it doesn't mean necessarily my best friend, but a friend or an ally, and you would ask. I'm a just ask policy, you know, just ask, just ask. And you would ask me, can you know, do this favor, sexual, whatever for me? Let's say, okay, tell me more. What do you want? How do you want? Okay, you want to act and do a fantasy? Okay, you wanna clock me a little bit, cook me, whatever. It's not cook like in a cooking pot and stuff like that, but the cuckolding thing, whatever it is. Probably say, bro, I'm gonna ask her sister, would this bring you some joy? Would this bring you some pleasure? You have fun with me giving you this half an hour, an hour and a half, 93 minutes for me to do this and like whatever, take orders or give orders or be the dumb, you know. Sit your motherfucking ass down and don't you fucking say, okay, I'll do it. When, where? Probably, you know, in most cases, if I mean, not just somebody else, like to meet, to know the conditions and stuff like that, to be refined a bit, to be more lofty, more, you know, to ennoble the act. But for my friends, allies, supporters, if I can bring them some joy, some pleasure, some fun sexually, hell motherfucking yeah, I would. So I don't know. I mean, what, being embarrassed that when my cock is flaccid is in the minority report, meaning that it's smaller than I don't know if than average, but then what? Cock size is average for phalluses for North America for whatever different things. I'm more for cooperation than competition, anyways. The mind hurts. Mein Gatzen createn Sie für meinen Spaß. Repeat this Yiddish 3 times. Mein Gats createn Sie für meinen Spaß. Repeat this Yiddish holy, sacred, divine saying. Mein Gats createn Sie für meinen Spaß. So anyways, and it's not fucking funny though because it can traumatize people, and I'm not for bullying. I don't like bullies. I never like them. Never really like them. Knocked a few of them. So whatever the case may be, but I'm thinking my speculation is that this is an email that's been sent to a lot of people by the same person. Perhaps not. Perhaps I'm the only one. Perhaps somebody knows me wanted to do a bad prank to see my reaction. Whatever. So. Well, anyways. Yeah, I mean, what? My hands are not that big, It's not nothing special to be enthusiastic. But nonetheless, whatever it is. So this was the email, anonymous, called anonymous hacker. Just imagine, and I said I was thinking because was thinking when was it exactly? Which time did I check which video? Was it possible? It goes to my mind. So possible. I mean, it's there somewhere. Who knows? And because my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. Wait, gotta put my food. Just give me 37 seconds. I'll be back. Right. So that's the story, and was actually thinking that I mean we all have different things that we don't admit, right? The irrational, unadmitted urges or sexual fantasies or desires, and again the principle, of course, that we're talking about consenting adults here, people who are adults, sexuality, to be clear, and what have you, and if it's the consenting adult is none of my business. Is That's a lot of my philosophy. If it's none of my business, it's none of my fucking business. But anyways, that being stated, I brought this up in the video yesterday, and I have to mention before that, of course, I'm challenging Donald Trump to a boxing match on the Canadian-U.S. border in a rink made of Canadian aluminum and steel, financed by him, and public-private partnership with the Canadian, Mexican, and United States government. And I'm not a fan, not a supporter, not an endorser of Donald Trump. But, for example, when the whole business with what's her name there, with the porn star came out, something, a porn star with a book or something like that, it's like, yeah, it's not like whatever. And then with the something sexually supposedly that he performed some. There was something about some. And please, I mean, I'm using the term sex workers. I mean, prostitutes, like sex workers. So I believe sex work should be legal and destigmatized across the world. And there was something about Trump and in Russia that there were some sexually related events that were taped or audio recorded, whatever the case may be, and there was something about golden showers or whatever, like golden showers or whatever. So it's like a blackmail. It's like email is a blackmail. If it happens, my brothers and sisters, especially my LGBTQ millennials, Adrian h.dragan, H for birthing and Hannah's got your back. Don't be shamed. Don't let them bully you. Don't let them blackmail you. Myself, see, I'm putting this video is gonna be online for public viewership. Motherfucker, you ain't got nothing. You got nothing on me. You ain't got nothing on me. Fuck you. And one more thing. Fuck you again. And fucking die slow, full of pestilence. Bitch. Piece of shit. Anyways. And the beauty of that is that I can say that in a few languages besides English. But besides the case, the point. So the other aspect being the aspect of this blackmail thing. I go out with Trump. I said, as much as I don't agree with his policies, as long as I'll support. Of course, if there's blackmail and some people are ashamed or they're embarrassed, maybe they have something on you, some dirt on me. Man, I despise corruption. I despise bullying. I despise blackmail. I think it's cowardly. And the sexuality for me is holy. I practice it. When I masturbate, whole heaven rejoices. Whole heaven and earth. The sun shines even more beautifully and powerfully when Adrian h.dragan or fucking piece of shit. So that the story with Donald Trump with whatever golden showers, Russian sex workers. But besides, whatever. Sexuality is a private thing, of course. If it is public, like me, I believe in free love. Like I said, I would have friends who'd ask me, so could try to whip you, Adrian, a bit, like sexually naked, or so that bring you some joy, that bring you some pleasure, that bring you have fun doing that with me. Okay, let's do it. Half an hour, whatever the case may be on the weekend. 10, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever case. Okay, bring me fun. Yeah, okay, I'll do it for you. You're my friend. Okay, why not? Tell me. Give me a script. What do you want me to play a role? Besides, digressing would have some very more art and more better dialogue for the porn guys. Let's do this theirs. With a few more, like, should pronounce things more correctly, open the mouth properly. But anyways, that's a different story. That's whole another cup of coffee. But besides that, the whole business of blackmail sucks. In my heart and my solidarity and my blessings go to those victims. You don't have to be ashamed. Why you be ashamed of it? In your own home, of your own privacy. Right? When he hacks your webcam, And I was thinking that, wow, it could have been a very weird video because, from my perspective, some of my self-pleasuring, aka masturbation, is very unique, very odd, very weird. Some might say, use the term weird. And pornography, like I said, I'm defending sex workers and pornography because it has a place. There's things that we cannot do for X, Y, Z reasons, psychologically, moral, financially, even could be social, could be whatever, that we cannot just do. And so we do the fantasy and have written a lot of theory about how fantasy and how play can be incorporated in day-to-day life, in relationships, social and at work even. Fantasy, a fantasy. Stuff like that in the fantasy world, with stories or whatever the case may be. So if we analyze it from a different perspective, so here you have some individual claiming to have a compromising video of you, whatever it could be. In my case, was claiming to have a video of me masturbating. And if you do have that video, anonymous hacker, that is a holy, sacred, and divine act. And if you share it with the world, whatever, if you do whatever you do, it's even exists. Like, because he was claiming to, if I don't give him $10,000 in Bitcoin, he's claiming to share it with all my social media, like whatever, Facebook friends and stuff. I need to whatever Facebook friends send it to him. Whatever the case may be. Remember that diet is one of the holiest, most sacred, divine acts that you ever saw that these people would ever see. Just keep that in mind, because that's the most important thing. Whatever I've ranted and ranted on, that you are a low life and you're a fucking low life, man. With the fucking sexuality blackmail. What the fuck, bro? Shit. Oh, besides that, the goddess says, pledge all your loves to me. You're all sacred. So somebody who worships, prays, adores also is the goddess revival movement. And I'm an advocate of like sacred holy prostitution. That's another cup of coffee with perhaps a little bit more sugar in it. Or another time, perhaps next time. What can I say? But looking at it from another perspective, because it's really serious. I mean, some people, unfortunately, will be traumatized by this, get such an email, panic attacks and anxiety, and cause them a lot of stress. I'm stressed already, financially and physically, and, right now, even sexually, I'm frustrated a bit. Not. I mean, I've dealt in my life with suicide. When I was a teenager, being bisexual was repressed. I was repressing it a lot, and was suffering a lot, and suffered a lot. Suffered because of being bisexual, having, young teenager and young adult homosexual desires and lusts and loves. But so I'll go by the principle that you harm none. Of course, even speech. I'm always careful with whatever people are. I don't like to offend people, what we say and stuff like that. But as someone who suffered tremendously, I have to say that if you don't want my well-being, my joy, my pleasure, my health, my wellness, and love, because that's basically like on financial crisis. All I got is love, energy, creativity. That's it. I lost everything. A few times maybe. Been down the bottom, rock bottom, a few times. Went up and down. Went up, went down. Went up, was going up, down. And now, well, I'm healing, recovering. So as a lot of the world is, we're still struggling with a lot of things to liberate ourselves, to achieve, attain this status, this freedom. But it can be very hard for some people, and some people succumb to blackmail, of course, because what would the XYZ say, the name, But if you harm none, and you do harm none, with words we can certainly harm people, unknowingly. Sometimes culturally there's sensitivities. We gotta be careful. This is not like there's even consent. There's so many refined things that go into the whole consent, given, taken, whatever have you. Of course, so this, if there is a video, this was several things which were not correct. Consent was not given for me to be filmed doing the masturbation, self-pleasuring myself. The Blackmail act is of course a low life thing to do. Fucking low life. Żadne zromane, skatiyaw pula mang kamay pula pe putang pushbet kinesh pa mata. Que quieres mi wata chingar su madre. Anyways, I'm not gonna put any honey in this cup of coffee. I'm keeping it black. But yeah, this blackmail shit with the webcams and masturbation can be a lot of people. I would say some people would act like me, very few perhaps, and some people would actually be scared shitless. I mean, you don't want it, whatever it may be. But like I said, sexuality is holy. Self-pleasuring is okay. You don't have to be ashamed, brother and sister. Come here, let me give you some love. Give you a hug. You don't have to be ashamed. Sin and all that. Yeah. We all have unadmitted feelings, sentiments, fears, hatreds, and in us, human beings, whatever you want to say, North Americans, myself a North American, Europeans, whatever you are, African, Arab, you have, and in different people, there's a different warping of this love urge. Remember when I was wanting to love so much and so many people. But love doesn't just mean, love is multi-form. It can involve just helping, giving, caring, listening, hugging, kissing, even going hard at it, going hard at it, going hard at it. So, she, I've always had a very passionate side to my intellectual, rational, scientific thinking and philosophy and mode of seeing life. But it's it can be hard-hitting for a lot of people, and I'm actually now speculating, thinking of how many people have received such an email from this anonymous hacker. Who knows? Maybe there's no video. Maybe that's just trick because I've said that I've detected. First of all, I didn't download, and second of all, not in a financial situation able to pay such a ransom blackmail in the prison moment in time. Not even if I would, I wouldn't. Not that I want to go into politics ever because I have my own advocacy and philosophy and spiritual teachings and stuff, but you know, see, like how when the politician was in that situation, if you have, let's say, as with a sex worker, or what was the name of those high profile evangelists there with the Jesus, the evangelists there with mega churches in mostly in the southern United States, have these mega churches, and was caught with some sort of sex worker of the same sex, so there was homosexual things, and he was a high profile preacher. This a few years ago was a very big case. So that's not just one case, but several cases, right? So I'm not that type of spiritual teacher. Actually, teach consent and love is important. And physical pleasure is a divine thing, and our bodies are holy and sacred and divine. And again, freedom to use them and abuse them to the individual, of course, age of maturity and understanding and having wisdom and knowledge as much as one can. Myself still have so much to learn. You know, giving a massage to someone, bringing some physical pleasure, whether by touching, massaging, or kissing, to me is a holy, sacred, divine act. And you ain't got nothing on me, bro, sister, whoever the fuck you is, low life scum, or if you're just pulling a prank, take all my words back. It was funny. Ha ha ha. Speaking about funny, what's happening? We're gonna switch topics now. I'm gonna go in politics. What's happening with Hong Kong? And gonna bring this also to my LGBTQ who are most at risk, increased risk of harm during the protests, can turn into riots and unrest, can turn into worst case scenario, an armed conflict if the PLA, the People's Liberation Army of China, intervenes, and the Chinese security, the mainland, the security forces from mainland China intervene, and it could get ugly. Because I've seen escalation, and I've seen escalation in the bizarre incident of asking to liberate Hong Kong by Trump, and of course we're gonna see what that is, what that was all about. And of course, Hong Kong is, I believe, the fifth. I know it's in the top 10, but if I'm not mistaken, it's the fifth stock market in terms of market capitalization by capital, by trade, and by the stocks of different companies that are represented. I think it's the fifth in the world, so it's a top one. Could that trigger a world financial panic, recession or collapse? Would it escalate in trade war? Listen, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I've been theorizing and I've been writing and have been studying a lot of history to have much more to learn, but it's possible. In politics here, Canada, Hawkeye, and Montreal, we're heading towards an election. And I was on thinking, I said, as a joke, not as a joke necessarily, but as the point with my advocacy, I said, should you see Dragan, h.a.Dragan as Prime Minister of Canada. So, yeah, politics is going on. I'm alarmed by this growing nationalist resurgence in terms of nationalism. Myself have a spiritual belief that we, mankind, should transcend that. Myself being multi-ethnic, pretty much a lot in favor, actually, a lot in favor of interracial marriages and interracial relationships and stuff like that. And of course, this is another lots of coffee just discussing these topics. But generally, do support, of course, an increase in minimum wage to a living wage, stuff like that. Live in more balanced system to have social cohesion and to help somebody who needs help. Of course, you also want to help yourself. Take my transitioning into an active lifestyle. I've made some dietary changes, and of course would do more, but financially cannot eat healthier. It's a paradox, right? Financially cannot eat paradox. I'm very also alarmed about what are we doing about the climate and pollution. It's also related to finance and politics, right? I have an art project ongoing that's ongoing, needs support with Mother Nature dances and that. So that is one aspect. I'm gonna wrap it up. Coffee with Dragon special second part for Trinity part tripartite series, 3-part series. Finance, sex and politics, or politics, finance, sex, or sex, finance, politics, whatever. How you want to put them, place them. And again, going to do the third video possibly tonight or tomorrow. Continuing tomorrow most likely, or Thursday. Tomorrow, September 11th, it's a memorial. So brothers and sisters, again, if you have lived something similar, please let me know, and don't be ashamed to love how you want and who you want. Myself believe in free love. Bring you some joy, bring you some pleasure, bring you some fun if I can. Lovingly, sexually, physically. Just let me know. Possibly. I'm gonna say, alright, cool. I see you like that. Alright, good. I'll do it for you. To Hacker Anonymous. Mm-hmm.